this works. Okay, I think I'm streaming as well. Okay, so let's... Can I also change the... Okay, so the window is this window. Okay, good. So, all right. I'm gonna close these other windows. I'm gonna pull this one out. And I'll close this down, 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 down. I stream. Switch account. Go to my channel. Should be a live streaming going on right now. Yep, I'm live. Okay. We'll just do this. I wonder if I can make this like a small window. Close controls over here. Okay. Okay, so let's see here if I can get my host controls and we can talk to each other. Okay, can you speak? Let me hear if you can say anything.
Hello?
All right. Okay, so we're the only ones in here, so this is a test, and right now I'm testing our drawing class, our TakeLessons video chat, and then also broadcasting it at the same time. So it's a lot of things I'm not used to doing. So let's see, it just needs more practice. Okay. So what I'd like to do is, I don't have my Nintendo. Where is that? Can you tell Mama just to bring it to me? Okay, so let me load this up. This will be my reference, and you can kind of follow along with what I do on the screen. Can you hear it? Okay. So we have in here a picture of StarFox that you cannot see. So when I'm drawing this picture that they have here is at a 3/4 view. So that's called 3/4. 3/4 view. Okay. So when you have a character that's looking on at you like this, that's straight on, right? If his eyes were here, his mouth, that is straight on. But if we have a 3/4 view, I hear like some noise. Somebody else send a message? Oh, you raised your hand. Yes, what's your question?
Am I supposed to see your screen?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. You can't see it. Okay, so this is a good learning thing. Okay, so YouTube can see it, but you can't. There you go. Okay, so let me back up a little bit. So I drew just really basic character here. If I have a character that's straight on, this is your front view, right? But I want to do something that's 3/4 view. Which essentially takes me a little bit off the center and my body's over here, right? So my eyes are in this place, mouth here, nose this direction. I can see this arm, and this arm is a bit hidden, right? So some things are able to see. You can see an ear on this side, but maybe you can't see the ear on that side. So everything on this view is seen, but things on this side are hidden. You can't see well. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today with him. We just get rid of this. See how much space I have here for this. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I want to do here is StarFox face. He's in this version of StarFox. He's got a face that's kind of comes around like in this shape. And at the bottom, he's kind of got this shape like this. And his eyes are kind of coming in here. So we're just kind of getting, you don't have to draw this per se, because this is not the picture I'm going to be drawing. I just want to show you what the front of the face kind of looks like. And then he's got his ears on top. So this is his geometry, like this. And his nose in here, and his mouth in here like this. And then his body kind of comes out like that. So this is kind of the front view of StarFox. We wanted 3/4 view. Check this pencil. I like that one better. Come back out here. Do this again. Okay. So let's think about this shape. Get on my reds here. Think about, give me a red. Think about this shape. Give me a pen then. I can't see this. Right? We're working on, let's work on this shape first, okay? And then we'll work on the next shape after. Go back to pencil. It's kind of a bell shape. You know, they made his face, his head to be kind of a bell shape in the game. This is from, what is this game? StarFox, the DS version. Which is a little bit more cartoony than his other versions. I like what they did with this style in that StarFox DS. So his ears are starting in here. They're kind of straight up to here, and then they're down. I make sure that this kind of crosses on the same line up here. So kind of has this. I'm looking at a really tiny picture, so I kind of like it being a little shorter. And in here, we are looking at yes, not like that. Give him some forehead. Give him some, like a slope in here for his nose. And then place where his foxy nose comes in. I think you raised your hand again. Oops. Did you raise your hand, mister?
No. I got kicked out.
You got kicked out, but you're back in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so right now, this is kind of where his head is in a bell shape. Geometry. He has a nose that kind of comes out. It has a, so I think it's going to be in here somewhere. And I'm going to draw his eye line right across there. Even though the top of his eyes are going to be somewhere up in this range, and the bottom of his eyes are going to be around in this range, the center of his eyes, the focus of his eyes is going to be right in here. So if I were to draw that, he's kind of got these, you know, it's not angry, but he's got a focused I'm Fox McCloud kind of look. And you can't see much of this eye here as well. Move this mouse because it's in my way. So if I were to zoom in, you can see what I'm doing with this here. So very near his eyes, starts his nose, which moves into his mouth. They have the same color. And it kind of comes out a ways. They kind of almost give him like a beak. I would draw something similar if I was making a bird, but the ending is going to be different. And his mouth kind of comes in this zone. Actually, the way they have him drawn, he's got less space between here and here. So I don't know if I want to do it like that or not. Because normally I would draw some kind of a lip in here, right? They don't really have that in this illustration, but a Disney cartoon might. It's very similar to Disney cartoon. And then they don't give him much of this in here. So we'll just do this in here like that. And then he's around like that. And I don't really see much on this side, but we'll just go ahead and put on there. So since I drew his mouth here, I'm going to shorten this down a little bit more and make this happen kind of closer to the face. So I'm making adjustments on the fly. Now I'm using a blue pencil for this, and some people actually draw with blue pencils because it doesn't photocopy very well. So I'm going to get rid of this line. So it makes it easy for me to draw over it or erase it. And in this case, it's going to be really easy because I'm using a computer. But if I was using just paper and pencil, I could use a Draftsman blue pencil to start with my lines, because I maybe don't know how it's going to end up. I might draw something too big or too small and later have to fix it. And it's very common to just have these kind of rough blue lines that will later, I might go over it with a black pen or with a stronger pencil of a black color. So already right here, just using basic geometry, thinking more like, let's go over this, make a new, thinking in a geometrical way, I'm drawing out a character that I'm thinking about in a very simple geometry, almost like those little cute erasers you like to buy from Korea. These little cute shapes they're in. That's what this is like. So thinking in a geometry mentality, helps me to achieve that. So of course, if there was a grid here, tracing over all of this, it might look something like that, like a wireframe. Try that again. More pointy in back down. Try to trace the contours of this object. And that's kind of the mesh when you're done with it, right? It looks like if this was a piece of clay, this would be kind of the mesh that you would have. So tell me, you're right, how you're doing on yours.
Okay, so far.
Okay. Let me see what you've got. Let me just jump to your screen. If I can find your screen, hold on. Okay, let me see what you've got on your screen. Oop, hold on, hold it up there. I lost my page. Oh, look at that. All right. Good job. Okay, keep working on it there. How are we doing on time? 4:30. Okay, so I'm going to continue with my pencil. My pencil drawing here. Coming down around. Something I didn't notice before, something like that in there. Kind of working in details for the ears. Their character does. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do a little bit like that. And StarFox has something that goes over. He's wearing some kind of a headpiece that goes around this part and the sides, right? It goes all the way around his head. So I'm going to draw that in here. And it's going to cover this a little bit. Go in front of his back ear. Give it a little depth, like so. And doing the same thing on this side here, goes around his ears. I think it goes right underneath his ear, right in here, like that. And it kind of comes down. How far does it come down? I think it goes... We're going to fudge this a little bit, because I think I drew his face a little longer than I see in this picture, but we'll make it at least this long. Oops, that's not right. So giving everything a three-dimensional feel. And I don't really get to see much on this side, so I can see it here, I can see it here, but I can't see it there because his eyes are covering it. So I don't know, could I see a little bit? Not really. So there's kind of a dark line under his eyebrow, which turns into kind of a furrowed brow. We call it a furrowed brow because it is kind of in a downward furrow. Just goes to this other side here. There's got one here. And this one goes off a little bit past the brow like that. So thinking in shapes, always thinking in shapes. Now maybe I can strengthen my lines a little bit with the blue. Who is your favorite StarFox character, Uriah?
Falco.
Falco. Okay, well, I think it would be cool if we just did a series of these characters and Falco could be next. I like drawing bird characters. They've got so many. I like the way that they do animal characters in StarFox. I think they really did well with their characters. Okay, I'm going to go back here and start looking a little bit at. Now that we've got this done, we get that out of the way. And let's just duplicate this layer, and I'm just going to clean it up. I'm going to hide this layer. I'm going to clean up this layer. Take out the helper lines. clean up the image. A little bit. Not all of them, but today my computer seems to be running a lot smoother and quieter today. Who is the best bad guy in StarFox?
Wolf.
Starwolf. Who is the most annoying character in StarFox?
Slippy the frog.
Slippy. I like every version of Slippy they've made. Even the N64 version where he's doing stupid stuff and getting in trouble. Not paying attention. Okay, that's clean enough for now. So, I better do this because I'm working on a computer. I better do some kind of a save. Put him in there. And let's work on his body. So in his body here, I'm just going to make a new layer. In the picture, I can only see, I think his belt line would be about in here, and I can only see about this far in his body. So I'm just going to do some loose sketching in here. He's got some kind of a scarf on. His shoulders come out, so probably about like in here. And this one here is about like that. I can't see his arm, but his arm is going to be like this. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. The way I'm drawing this here, his belt line is probably about there. Let's go up here. Wearing some kind of a jacket. Jackets. Here. And he's got a zipper. This got some kind of a belt there. And it comes in about like that. You see his arm. His arm coming out like this. some kind of a, oh, his collar is up. Just like that, just about. So his collar comes around, like cool guy collar, his collar's up. And this comes around like that. Check is like that. Just like that. So I'm really just quick sketching. I don't care about how perfect things are, and try to work out the details as I go. He likes to wear this cool scarf, and it's got a few ripples in it. There's another one in here somewhere. I don't know if this helps by making that dark, and they spend a lot of time in space, but they're not fat. They're pretty trim. His jacket kind of ends right about in there, and has the bottom part right in here like this, coming around. Maybe do this. Give some life, some weight to the jacket in here. Here too. Down. And can't really see what's going on with his hands that much from the picture I'm looking at, but they're going to be down here somewhere. I want to say it's in his pockets, and this one is in his pockets here. So his hand in his pockets. That. So give him some pockets on this side too, and his hand somewhere in here. Don't worry about too much. And change Let's just do some quick colors on this. Just for blocking out, we use some marker on it, loose markers. He has a red scarf, so we'll just give him some red under there. Just to kind of block out our colors. He has a green suit, and it's kind of a pine green in the picture. I don't know if this works or not. Not really. It's kind of low saturation. Oh, this one might work as it was. What was this one? Yeah, let's use a bigger marker though. Too dark. Densities. There we go. He's got green pants as well. Let's give him those green pants. So he must be wearing a green flight suit. Get more darker under there. Just give him more size. And it's dark on top, so it's don't know what color it is exactly, but it's not the right color. Something like this maybe. Nope, just go straight black for me, please. I don't want it to be totally black. And off black a little bit. You can build it up easier. Good. It's got some kind of a zipper there, and let's put in some shade. That was in here, marker. Yeah, okay. So under his arm, definitely some shade. Under his chest there. Okay, let's see what we can do for his fur. It's kind of a subtle color. Not like this. Now in the middle, he's got this line that comes here like this. Not small enough. Come on. Let's go down to 3. Yeah, it goes pretty low. Got this triangular stripe. Actually, StarFox, he kind of reminds me of a corgi dog. But Star Corgi doesn't sound quite heroic. Make sure that's round. Okay. A little bit. And he has this really light color, kind of a peach color underneath. And he's got kind of a dark nose, so we'll put the nose in there. And then also the eyes. He's starting to look more StarFox-ish. Now, one of the things I like to do is go over things with some kind of a white pencil. And let's see here. That way I can kind of highlights where the highlights are coming in. Where else can we put that? We can put that just above his mouth a little bit. Give his mouth some shape. And just thinking about where the light is coming from and where the light can hit on different parts of the character. The rims of things catch a lot of light. So I'd like to give him some light on the ridges. You know, the edge of the face, the edge of the ears. Just a little bit of where the light catches on the ridge, on the rim. Helps bring out a little bit of realism and depth. It can't be everywhere. You have to select where you want them to appear. Not happy with that, to be honest. Back up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to finish it up here. This is the end of the hour. And, okay, so this is our Fox McCloud from StarFox character sketch. For July 22, 2024. Let's see how Uriah you're doing here. Can you show me your sketch? And I think I'll end the live feed here. Just a moment.